Hello and welcome to Re-enthused, and indeed Happy New Year 2019. Yes, this is our New Year's video, and to do New Year's we decided we were going to play 3 games that were based in 2019. It's fairly tenuous, but I think it holds up. So the first one is Blade Runner by Westwood, and yeah, that's the same Westwood that's best known for the Command & Conquer series of games, which were marvellous, certainly were marvellous. Anyway, this is a point-and-click adventure, and it's not really based on the books or the film. It's more a side story, so it's quite interesting. But yeah, if we just we'll skip some of the cutscenes. It's got quite a lot of the same aesthetic as the film, which is good.
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
So we're not playing as Deckard in this. We're playing just as a normal beat cop.
What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and 1 of aggravated assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runsiter holding up?
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
At least 2. Bloody footprints all over the scene.
Must be a delightful sight.
Well, the animation's not great, but the voice acting's okay. I'll go with that. Right, let's go inside and talk to the shop owner.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
We have a regular Sherlock Holmes. Right, this must be the shop owner. Let's talk to him.
McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was 2 men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent.
Yeah. It's got a very film noir feel to it, which I like. Oh, there we go.
You got any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Jinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that. I believe this is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
Anyway, it's going to take quite a lot of working out what to do on this. But no, it's an interesting enough game. Probably worth at least looking at. It's not available in anything like Good Old Games yet, which is a shame. Hopefully at some point it will kind of be re-released, because it's, you know, it's a good piece of Blade Runner history. It's certainly an interesting point-and-click adventure, and the aesthetic is amazing, coming as it does from the Blade Runner films. Right, on to the next one. Okay, so this, I'm sure many of my viewers will recognise as being a House of the Dead intro, because they're fairly well known. And yeah, so this is the intro to House of the Dead 3, and again, it as we saw there, it features because it's based in the year 2019. So let's skip some of that. The start button is return, and it uses the mouse. Now, as I said at the beginning of the previous game, I'm actually using this on a Mac laptop, which means I've got a trackpad. I kind of wish I'd plugged a mouse in, because, yeah, this is, you know what, the performance, I mean, there's obviously, it's not great, the frame rate is definitely pretty low, but consider the fact this is running under emulation on a laptop, this is all doing okay. It doesn't look too bad. I do love a bit of House of the Dead. I am a huge fan of the House of the Dead series. Obviously, usually just though with light guns though. This is relatively easy. I say that because there's no way I'd be this good if this is running on one of the console versions. Those things especially died way too easily.
We can't let everyone's death be in vain. Hurry!
The scripts are just perfect as always. Oh, the cheesy... I mean, it's part of it now, isn't it? The cheesy voice acting and the terrible scripts. Oh. But it's House of the Dead, and it's a fun game regardless. So I say this is definitely easier than the console versions, but I guess they're making allowances for you having a mouse rather than have a mouse rather than like that. Now, yeah, I'm kind of liking this though. The graphics are okay, the animation is nice. Oh, those things take some killing. I mean, you cannot go wrong with House of the Dead. It's cheesy and it's cliched, but oh my god, it's just a great series of games. I do miss light gun games. I really thought the Wii was going to bring them back, but it just doesn't really seem to have happened. Oh, hello. So we're both unconscious now. Oh. They tried so hard to have like a real cinematic feel to these games, but they're just not film writers. But they do make a bloody good game. Yeah, anyway, I think that's enough of that. Off to the next one. Yeah, so here's our third and final game, and it's Outrun 2019. A futuristic take on the Outrun franchise, and if I remember rightly, it's pretty naff. But let's give it a try. Just choose the first stage, let's go. I mean, apparently we're going 560 miles an hour, and it just kind of feels like we're rolling down the hill. Oh. Well, I mean, there's a bit more sense of speed outside. Oh. I mean, yeah. It's just... the music's not as good. It's visually not any better either, even though it was a much later game, and... it just doesn't really feel the same. I know a lot of this is, Outrun was a great game, and how dare you defile it with this, but it's... yeah, it really isn't a great game. There's definitely been much better takes on Outrun, official and unofficial, and this just doesn't really add anything to it. The futuristic cars and stuff, there's no, it doesn't feel like they do anything. You get this occasional, ooh, hello, track split. I mean, the city just kind of faded away there. I don't understand what that was, unless that's huge amounts of industrial smog. And we actually get some actual cars on the screen for now, though. Because there was definitely a dearth of them before. Oh, hello. Slow down. Yeah, it doesn't really have the soul that Outrun did. and the graphics aren't all that great, and yeah, not a great game. Don't recommend it. It plays well enough, I guess, but certainly no better than Outrun. Probably not quite as good as Outrun. Mega Drive version was a good conversion of Outrun as well. That doesn't help. Yeah, well, there you go. That's our 2019 loosely connected games article video. And what we learned from that? Well, oh, hello, an off-road track. Well, part off-road. What we learned from that? Well, we don't have robots that look just like humans, although there are occasional weird, uncanny valley head of robot things. We don't have rocket cars at all, and we haven't yet been attacked by zombies. So obviously we're not actually in 2019 yet, but it's, you know, it's looking hopeful at least. Well, for the zombie bit, rocket cars will be kind of cool, although not if they're done like this. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did like it, then please hit the like button. If you really liked it, then please hit the subscribe button. If you didn't like it or you have something else to say, then please leave it in the comments below. See you next time.